And so, sounds like it's time for us to move into Lijiang Tower, guys. Our final map between Spain and Canada here, and this one's going to decide it. And again, this is a big match here in the group because with a team like Sweden in the mix, this really could decide who gets second place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Assuming Sweden beats everybody.
Yeah.
So we'll see. On paper, it's looking good.
Sure is, and we're going to see, Canada and Spain are reversed at the top of your screen right now. So
yeah, I guess so.
Will be Canada on the red team, Spain on the blue team.
That's swapped over a little bit.
And Poke and Surefour once again on their big comfort picks. Of course, Surefour has a very deep hero pool, but best known for his McCree play.
Yeah, again, Spain is the blue team, Canada is the red team. We'll get that swapped over for you as Neptuno on this Tracer comes back in. The fight outside the night market here on Lijiang Tower. Trying to build up that pulse bomb. See if he can do it. Gets low, backs away. And so, Canada on the point for the moment. Neptuno picking one up onto Huck though, and Canada may have to back away as a slow push comes in for Spain.
Yeah, Neptuno found the angle onto Huck on the flank again, and that's going to eliminate the Reinhardt, so Canada will have to back off, and that'll be first cap hero for Spain.
Yep, Canada on the outside looking in. We'll see what Surefour can do. Throws in that flashbang, has the Deadeye, but he is just plain dead as Winghaven takes him out. Bromas on the McCree for Spain. Looking for a possible Deadeye on the outside. Looks like he's setting up for it. Yeah. So first control goes to Spain.
I really like what we saw from Surefour right there. He saw the opportunity for the multi-hero flashbang, but just not enough damage to finish it off. Winghaven catching him as he walked forward, trying to land those shots. Yep. And Logan DeBest simply sacrificing himself on the top of the map. Here we go.
Nano boost onto Bromas, gonna pop that Deadeye as well. Looking for one, gets one. Takes out Logan DeBest before he goes down himself. Surefour may be able to turn this one around, but it looks like Spain will be able to hold. Although, on the point, Canada maybe going for a sneaky take here. That was tricky. That was clever by Canada, but it looks like it's not going to work out.
Yeah, Surefour did the job, shutting down from the high ground with the McCree on the nano boost, but Spain still has so many ults to work with. They didn't overcommit right there, and Canada, they didn't fade out very much. So yeah, they got the nano boost. Yeah, they got the Deadeye, but it didn't put them in a hugely advantageous position. It comes down now as they build it up, and here we go. Nano Blade.
Brings in the Dragon Blade and has that sound barrier as well to try to get kills. Both Lucio ults used. Poke not able to pick off anybody just yet as he looks for a little bit more. Going to back away to the point as Canada will be able to take it away. Yeah. So at least they push Spain off enough to take that point. That's the important thing. Oh, but Graviton Surge used immediately on Team Canada as they come back in, and there is the big bang combo they were looking for. Bromas trying to clean things up though. Looks like that's going to be it for Huck. And Nano Boost, maybe not quite necessary.
Definitely
there for
not
Spain.
Necessary. I was so excited they were going to have Nano Boost for their next defense. Doa,
not now.
Beautiful execution on the Big Bang, comboing the Zarya and the Tracer ults together, and that's going to be a tool that they don't have. So here we go. We're going to watch Bromas head up to the high ground and try and zone off if they come in from the side, the night market side of this point, but they're going to head around the back. So actually, Bromas is not going to be here.
Yeah, ID with that Zarya drops on that Graviton Surge. Oh, but look at that Surefour taking out before he can drop the Deadeye. Winghaven with the Earth Shatter manages to throw down Logan DeBest, going for the pin onto Huck, but he's eliminated by Huck instead. ID, last man standing here, it looks like, as he backs away, taken down by Pescanova in the end, and that's overtime, and that's point A for Spain.
A lot of ults available at the end there for Spain, even though Bromas did pick maybe the wrong way to go right there and ended up late to the fight. Doesn't matter. Spain overpowers, so 1-0 now for Spain on the first point of Lijiang Tower. Pretty dominant showing there.
Yeah, not bad. It's a good start anyway, but Lijiang Tower, of course, got a few more maps to go. And it is a best of 5 for these control maps. So here we go. Back, looks like we're going to go to the control center for our second time around here. ID over on the Roadhog, which is a pretty popular pick as we see the quad tank strategy yet again from Canada.
Poke coming back out on the Winston, so trying to get some initial picks and outlast their opponents when it comes to DPS. Neptuno dealt with Surefour very nicely on the Tracer last game, so he's going to try his luck again.
Bromas has to be careful here, backing away after he fires a couple shots at the enemy team. There's a kill onto Poke though, good start. for Spain right off the bat. Has to beware. As here comes Huck. There goes Huck. Getting a little bit ahead of the rest of his team, but they catch up. And Canada with a pretty decent push right off the bat. They're going to be the first ones to control this point.
Yeah, that was actually a good push forward there by Huck. They had already eliminated the front line, so it's just about cleaning up the DPS from Spain. Tracer not going to be able to do much against this combination, especially Pescanova only at 25% ult.
Graviton Surge for Surefour as they take out a lot of members of Team Spain, and already a very solid hold for Canada, as there was no chance that they were going to get close to the control point there.
Yeah, they're not playing anything squishy for the Tracer to get much done by herself with her ultimate. They need a combo, but they're very far away from that right now. So Neptuno may start thinking about a possible switch up right here, because the Tracer's going to have a hard time actually taking any one of these tanks out.
Yeah. Got a feeling they may need to swap there. Nice hook onto Neptuno. Goodbye. Probably not going to make it out anyway, but never bad to add insult to injury in Overwatch. You're trying to get in your opponent's head. ID has that whole hog as well now.
Pescanova's been charging up so slowly. Surefour is nearly at his second Graviton Surge right now.
I like this. A swap for Bromas onto the Reaper. This is what they need against this heavy tank composition, but they need to survive this Graviton Surge. Bromas gets out. Meanwhile, ID tries to capitalize with the whole hog as they push back the rest of Spain here. Spain, though, with an opportunity. They use that. They use the sound barrier, but not able to get a whole lot done. It looks like. No, they will take the point.
Yeah, they powered through onto that point. They did actually manage to finally get the Graviton Surge up now, so should be easier to get a choke and use that CC. We'll wait here, Neptuno trying to get his Pulse Bomb up once more.
Yep. It's Canada's time. Try to re-assault here. Logan has that nano boost, gonna go ahead and use it. Poke goes in, has the nano boost. We'll see what he can get done with it. Bromas, though, getting 3 kills in the backline, make that 4, and that's gonna make it a little bit tougher. Poke kind of on his own now. Yeah, he's gonna have to back away. Spain's gonna hold the point for the moment.
Bromas really just eating these tanks alive. That's the pick that they needed to get into and close with the front line. Just roll people up one by one. 2 nano boosts used. And now we're going to wait. A lot more opportunities for the Tracer to flank now. And Pescanova still sitting on that Graviton Surge. So the chance here for the combo is good. And to see Huck go in right off the bat.
Goes in very deep, hit with the biotic grenade though, so he's not going to get any healing. There's a big bang. What's it going to result in? Not a whole lot immediately as Neptuno goes around the side. Manages to find Surefour though. Logan very low, hit with the grenade. Staying alive for the moment. Neptuno has to wait this one out. Back away, but Spain will control the point in the meantime.
Yeah, the tanks just all grouped up by the Zarya ultimate. Yeah, the initial burst didn't get that many kills, but the damage was done. And Neptuno able to just use the pistols to clean up the rest of that fight. So we've got more tools to work with right here. Death Blossom is up. They're waiting on Harry Hook, who is getting very close to another nano boost.
Yeah, Canada does manage to push Spain back enough.
Yeah,
but take the point back.
I mean, the push forward once Winghaven gets up is going to be very strong from Spain.
That's the thing, you can give it up if you've got those ults.
Yeah, 97% right now. So they want to get a powerful push on through.
Well, they've got it.
Yeah, they have a very powerful push coming in.
Have a sound barrier up. The Earth Shatter and the Death Blossom as well.
Man, they nearly got everything.
5 ults, yeah. Here comes Bromas asleep immediately. They want to go after that. Brodog can use the Death Blossom in the back lines. Bromas with a big play here on that nano boosted Reaper. Takes out Poke, takes out Huck, and that is the decisive fight that Canada, or that Spain rather, was looking for.
Yeah, even though we got into overtime right there, great patience from Spain. Waiting until all their meters got up. They only have a Pulse Bomb to use though, so Canada has 1 shot, and that's going to be a great stick onto Surefour's Genji.
Dude.
That was a beautiful Pulse Bomb to end that map.
It was just like a slow motion lob over onto that Genji as they leapt through the air. And Spain able to go up 2-0 here. They are 1 point away from taking this first match here in the Overwatch World Cup.
Yeah, I really like what Spain did there on that final push.
Yeah.
Even though it was getting into overtime, just staying cool, waiting for the proper number of ults to come in, waiting for the initial picks from the Reaper, and Bromas just cleaning up that fight.
Yeah, I think, you know, all through Spain has showed a little bit more patience, a little bit more coordination, and as good and as scrappy as Canada is in the fights, coordination seems to be what's winning so far for Spain.
Yeah, and I think they've got a better and better read on what Canada is doing. Poke and Surefour back onto the Genji and the McCree, and Spain gonna stick with some long-range poke here. Bromas not going for the Reaper this time, back on the McCree, and Surefour gonna take out Line Pro immediately.
Gets both supports. Wow, yeah, that's a good start.
That's a great start, so should have an easy cap.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what they need Surefour to do. Canada will control the point early on. Waiting for that Tracer to come on the other side of the building.
Yeah, Winghaven up pretty far there, and that allowed Surefour to get on the side of his shield and land a lot of left clicks to pick up the necessary kills on the first point. Poke looking pretty good now when it comes to that Dragon Blade charge. So oh, Neptuno gets actually fire striked by Huck, caught out on the front. So they're gonna have to fall back quite a ways as they wait for their DPS player to revive.
This is one of those maps where it seems like there's multiple angles to come in and try to retake, but they're all so narrow that it's, if you lose this point, it's really hard to re-engage unless you have a gigantic ult advantage. Spain's gonna try it though.
Yeah, Pescanova coming in now on the Winston, trying to neutralize.
That's right, they do get Surefour. Winghaven going deep as well. Poke trying to stall this, or trying to shore up this defense a little bit anyway. Going into the shield from Winghaven. He has the Dragon Blade now, and he may need to use it pretty quick here. Oh, he gets flashbanged. He may go down. He's down to 33 health at the moment. Doesn't get out, and Spain with the push that we're looking for. Is it enough? Bromas gets a kill. Yep, that's going to be it. Spain takes it back.
That adjustment with Pescanova onto Winston, they saw what Surefour was doing. Surefour was playing pretty far back on the left side, and that meant, okay, if we can get the Winston on top of it, we can take him out right at the start. He's the major threat here, and then we can roll up the rest of the members. So good coordination from Spain yet again. And Hope's got to do some work here.
Yeah, he's got the Nano Blade ready to go. Has to avoid the Deadeye though. Great zoning Deadeye, and they get a couple from it after all.
Beautiful
great sleep dart on the Poke. And Surefour doing what he can on that McCree, but it's a good start in this fight for Spain already, and they'll hold the point.
They were so ready, Doa. Absolutely ready for that. Harry Hook also dropping the Nano Boost. Of course, when you have that Nano Boost, the Deadeye is going to charge faster, which meant that basically Poke did have to hide right there. Otherwise, he had an opportunity just to get one shot and waste his own Dragon Blade. So just using it, anticipating the attack there from Canada.
And no kills.
Yeah, Reinhardt shield.
Now Canada does at least push Spain back a little bit. Sound barrier comes in for both teams though. And we will see if Surefour can make a difference as he comes back into the point. Now that's a lot of players from Spain though that he has to contend with. Kind of on his own. Pescanova comes in, he's got that Primal Rage, and Surefour's got to be careful, gets taken down by Pescanova, and Neptuno goes for the kill on Rolf as he jumps off the edge. Canada resetting, but they don't have too much time left to try to take this. Already near 80% for Spain, and if they win this point, they win the whole thing.
Surefour was so worried about Neptuno on the flank, jumping over the pit with the Tracer and executing him, but they just couldn't get the shots down. Neptuno dodging behind the terrain, interrupting the line of sight. And now Bromas is here. He's got a great angle for the Deadeye just to zone them out as they attack.
Nice hook. Oh, great hook from ID. He lives somehow, though. Has that Nano Boost to help him out. Huck goes deep, gets taken down by Bromas. So doing work on this McCree, and Canada stalled out already, it looks like. Yeah, there goes Surefour, and that may be a hold. ID trying to make things work with that Roadhog, manages to push Spain back. It's quite a few kills with that, actually, but it is overtime. There's the sleep dart onto ID. Canada, though, building up on the point. They may be able to actually take it. They will.
Yes, they will.
Whoa,
but
that was crazy.
The cost was very high. They've got to pray now. They get this last 10% from their Lucio quickly. Rolf gonna need that sound barrier for a hold, and Spain gonna be swapping out now. Bromas moving over to the Reaper to get down and dirty on the point.
Shatter starts things off with the sound barrier immediately for Canada. They need to defend here. There's no choice. They have to make it work. Logan finding a target for that Nano Boost, looking for it though. Has to contend with ID. Healing up Puck, it looks like Canada will hold for now.
Still have the Nano Boost too, so some tools to work with. Canada back over to 4 tanks.
Yeah.
And Bromas quite a ways away from his Death Blossom now, but at least on the Reaper.
Well, Spain in that position where the Tracer's not going to do a whole lot unless he can get to the back lines. There's a sound barrier for Spain. They will go in. But meanwhile, Nano Boost and Poke on that Winston trying to turn things around. He has to back away, though. Pescanova with enough power to be scary. Bromas, though, finally gets into the meat of Team Canada and absolutely tears them apart, gets that Death Blossom just in time. And this could be what Spain's looking for. They'll take the point back, and can they survive the overtime? This is it. Looks like Canada can't get back there, and Spain will take the match.
I really like what Spain was doing, Dylan. Again, you see the patience, waiting for Bromas, waiting for the Nano Boost to come through, and not being afraid just to push it into overtime. Wait till the last possible second. Again, a team wipe, and that means there is no actual contesting of the point for Team Canada in that overtime period.
Yeah, it was a good effort by Canada on Temple of Anubis, of course, winning that one. They forced it to match 3. Canada's certainly a team to look for, but Spain coming out with a win here. Let's go back to our analyst desk and see what they have to break down that match.